Hey there, Tamir from Fibonacci-Traders.com, your daily market recap, November 16th. Like, subscribe, and let's see what Spine friends brought us today. Another day, another doji. By the end of the day, we saw some price action, bulls pushing the price up. Let's see, 15 minutes, this is how it looks. On the daily, we started the day downtrend, then slowly bouncing back up, almost back to the high of the day. Now let's see where SPY will end up this week. After breaking up and above this red trend line, we entered a new uptrend channel, the white one, closing above the 450. In my opinion, next week this gap at the 455 will get filled. QQQ basically closed the day with not much of a movement, 0.09 to the upside, 3 consecutive dojis below the 388. Look left, 388 was the peak of July. Now we are at the same area, very tough resistance in the past 3 days, 3 consecutive dojis, breaking above the 387, 388, closing the week above it, and we will enter this new uptrend channel. We are in a new trend line over here. Since we broke above this trend line, we entered a new uptrend channel, breaking above the 390 area, closing the week above it, and we will enter this uptrend channel. Follow price trend lines. In this case, these are Fibonacci trend lines, and you can take also Fibonacci retracement tool. Swing low, swing high, take it to the upside. Above this area, we will see 400 and then 417 to the upside. Dow Jones, not surprising, same as the SPY, same as the Qs, closed the day with a doji, 3 consecutive dojis on the Dow. We have a major gap at the 344. Let's see where Dow will end up this week. Overall, bullish sentiment all across the board. This area, this red line that was support, will become the next resistance at the 353 area, 354 area. If you look left, 356 is August peak, and you can take also Fibonacci. Swing low, swing high. Above 350, we will see 353 together with this red line. Above it, 360. IWM 1.6% to the downside, basically gave back Tuesday's bull run. Now going back, looks like it's going back to the 170, closing below Tuesday's lows. We will see this gap at the 170 getting filled, but no need to guess. We can take Fibonacci, swing low, swing high. 174 area needs to hold the support, otherwise we will see this gap getting filled. For now, we are waiting for IWM to break the 181 area, very important area of support. And as you can see, price action, flip the chart. What do you see here? If you're a pattern trader, pattern seeker, you can clearly see here, left shoulder, head, right shoulder, broke to the downside. Now what do you see? Left shoulder, head, right shoulder. A mirror view, a mirror picture from this price action to this price action. Breaking above the 181. Next resistance will be the 188 and then back to the 200s. But we don't here to predict future. We are not here to follow patterns that basically doesn't really exist, because everyone can see whatever they want in patterns. We are here to follow price and manage our risk. Bitcoin, another day, another inside candle. 36 holding strong, breaking below. We will see the 34,600. We have a very tough resistance with this trend line, but as we already learned, there are such thing as a good resistance. This trend line is a good resistance. Why? Because it signals us the higher highs. Ethereum, slowly, giving back all this candle, last Tuesday's candle, November 9th candle, slowly, giving all back. Crude oil futures, CL1, continue sliding down and the support. And as we have a good resistance, we have a bad support. This is a bad support. We are sliding down on this trend line and as long as price is sliding down on this trend line, the way is south. NG1, nothing much, holding the 302, breaking down. We will see the 285 together with this red line. This red line is the lower border of a major uptrend channel, but it's not the time, in my opinion, it's not the time to go in long on NG1. You want to go long on natural gas. In my opinion, we need to wait for a close above the 322. By the way, if you want to know more on how to manage your risk, how to find A+ setups, and basically become a better trader on the technical side and on the psychology behind trading, check Fibonacci Traders Academy playlist, 26 videos. Each video no longer than 15 minutes, as you can see. Very short videos, very to the point. How to find A+ setups, how to scale and grow your trading account, and many more very useful videos. So check them out. SOXX, 513 area, still very tough resistance. Not surprising, it was a very tough resistance over here during August and beginning of September. So now, by natural things of price action, it is a very tough resistance. 2 consecutive dojis. Bulls of SOXX needs to take some rest after this bull run. 500 is now the support. Look left. Or just draw a line. Resistance over here. Support. 500 now will become the support. Long continuation above 513. And we will see 537 to the upside. Tesla, 3.8% relative weakness to the rest of the market. 3.8% to the downside today. Basically gave back previous 2 days. 233 area, 234 if you want. Needs to hold this trend line. Very tough area of resistance. It's always an area. It's never an accurate price. All this area, very tough resistance. As you can see, since peak of July, each and every time price reached, got rejected. Now breaking below. Tomorrow, closing the week below the 233 area. And this gap next week will get filled. And we will see some kind of a pullback. Another week or so below the 219. And then we will retest this trend line to the downside. Apple, 3 consecutive dojis. Basically, bulls of Apple are trying to push price up as the day goes by. We are now back at September highs, as you can see, got rejected. Now this trend line, resistance, support. Now needs to hold the support, otherwise 186 gap will get filled. Google with a very strong day to the upside, 1.7%, closed the gap at the 137, got itself some kind of a pullback on the intraday once it filled the gap, some kind of a pullback, and then went back up, closed almost at the high of the day. Very strong sentiment on Google. I would like to see continuation towards, we can take Fibonacci from here, towards the 138 area. 138 area, very tough resistance over here. Important support over here. 138 will become the next resistance. Weekly close above it. And next week, we will see Google going towards this upper border of this massive broadening formation. Google, since this doji at the lower border of this broadening formation gained 13%. 13 is a Fibonacci number. It all comes down to Fibonacci, ladies and gentlemen. Everything is Fibonacci. Fibonacci Traders Discord Premium Room. Exclusive Black Friday deal. 30%, 34% off. You don't want to miss this early Black Friday deal. Use the code Black Friday to grab your 3 months of premium Discord access for only $117, originally $177. It costs less than your morning coffee. That's $9.75 per week, $1.95 per day. Why you want to choose this? Because you will get daily, weekly insights. You will learn how to master swing and day trading ideas. You will get daily guidance for your successful trading journey. You will have VIP access to me, personalized insight from me, and your questions, any question, will be answered engaging in a private Q&A, private room to refine your strategy. I will share this in the first comment below. Microsoft, same as Google, pushing higher and higher each and every day. New all-time highs on Microsoft. Now, I want to see continuation towards this area of resistance. First at the 400, which is not so far-fetched. Just take Fibonacci and it will tell you that 400 is in with reach. 385 is the next resistance, and then 400. Shopify, inside candle, inside day, we have Fibonacci trend lines that helps us to identify the trend. And now we are in an uptrend. Doji off a trend line. Let's see some kind of a cool off. This gap at the 64 needs to get filled, retesting this trend line. But as long as Shopify is holding these trend lines, bouncing up and down between these two Fibonacci trend lines, we are in an uptrend. Netflix, another very strong day towards the upper. As you can see, there is such a thing as a good resistance. This was a bad resistance. Since broke up and above, we are hanging very tight on this resistance. Very good resistance. Higher highs. Every day that goes by, Netflix is making higher high, higher low, which is the definition of a very strong uptrend towards closing the gap at the 469. Amazon, nothing much. Hold the 140. As you can see, 140, very important area of support over here. Very important area of support over here. Very tough resistance over here. Now let's see continuation above the 143 towards the 147. AMD 1.5% to the upside today, but still below the 120. 120, very tough resistance in the past week. And if we look left, always look left to try to identify support and resistance and understand why price is now stuck at this area in the past week. You look left and what do you see? It was stuck over here at the peak of August, also here, peak of July. So, by natural things of price action, now once again, this area, very tough resistance, closing the week above the 120, and next week we will see 128 to the upside. Nvidia with Fibonacci channels, Fibonacci trend lines. As you can see, this green trend line, very tough resistance. Look left. It was resistance over here. Support, support, resistance. Now, resistance once again. This trend line, this white trend line, from resistance to support. Let's see continuation. Nvidia breaking above, closing the week above the 500, 501. Look left. All this area, the 501, very tough resistance. It was the peak of August. Breaking up and above, closing the week at this area over here. And next week, we will see 520 to the upside. Meta holding above this red zone. This red zone was a very difficult zone for Meta to break up and above. First time, July. Second time, last October. And third time, November, broke up above, staying above it. 1, 2, 3. 3 is a Fibonacci number. Where Meta is heading next? No need to guess. Take Fibonacci, swing low, swing high. 328 area. Needs to hold its support. Long continuation above 337, 338 area. And then we will see 350 and maybe 365 by the end of 2023. Let me know in the comments below what do you think about Meta. So I hope you found this video helpful. If you did, please hit the like, subscribe, share with friends. Will be much appreciated. Until the next video, stay safe.